Hey, happy campers!
This is Camp Counselors.
A good-natured podcast hosted by your favorite fake camp counselors, Zachariah and Jonathan.
Here at Camp Shady Birch, we love the great outdoors in theory.
But we'd much rather spend our time making friendship bracelets,
spreading camper gossip,
keeping our heads in the clouds,
and avoiding archery at all costs.
We know we would make great camp counselors, minus the fact that we know little to nothing about camping.
So grab your sunscreen and bug spray because things are about to get campy.
This is Camp Counselors.
Hey, happy campers! Welcome back to Camp Counselors with Zachariah
and Jonathan.
This is week 7 at Camp Shady Birch, and it is a dark, gloomy day here at the camp. We're serving sloppy joes, we're serving cornbread, we're serving dirt pudding, and we're serving nothing but smiles and laughs to be had all around with the children. What do you think about that?
I think that is exactly what we aim for. It's written in the fine print when you sign that little contract.
Your parents dropped you off here to make boondoggle keychains, to make lifelong friends, and to be thrown on the blob directly before a 400-pound security officer. And you are going to be launched into the deep end of Lake Winnipesaukee before you know it, kids.
Isn't this fun? We love it here. We love our job.
Anyways, Jonathan has some major news. Spill the tea, bitch. Spill it. Listen, I'm thirsty. The girls are gagging. Just give us the tea, please.
Guys?
What?
I'm pregnant.
Oh.
Just kidding. But I was published in a little magazine.
Everybody give him a round of applause. Woo, he's published.
But my name was spelled incorrectly.
Boo.
And honestly, that's okay. I'm just grateful for the opportunity. So if you don't know, I make Zillow videos on the interwebs. And someone reached out to me back in March. It was March 2022. And wanted to interview me for this magazine. So I said, sure. I do the interview. It was 40 minutes. Then I didn't hear anything from them. And I was like, okay, let me look it up and see if it was published. And it was 2 months ago. I didn't know. I wasn't aware. So then I was like, oh, let me just buy a copy online. So you can buy a digital copy and a hard copy. I buy both, obviously. And for some reason, my digital copy doesn't come through. So I reach out to customer service. I'm like, hey, isn't a digital copy instant? You guys are already printing it. Why can't I get it? Did not get a response for 2 months. Hey, that's fine. Everybody's busy. But I finally got a response. They sent it to me. After all of this waiting, I get it October 10th from March 2020. And
no, March 2022.
I'm sorry, 2022.
Yeah.
2022. It wasn't that long. March 2022. And yes, my interview was cut down to a minuscule 2 sentences, which is fine, but they spelled my name wrong. And I am alongside a creator that the article was written about who doesn't particularly like me.
Oh, wait, I'm going to decode that because that was a lot of words. Let's just talk about it. Your name is spelled wrong and the article is against your arch enemy on the internet. I'm going to answer. I'll ask some questions here because that was a lot. What is the name they called you in the article?
My last name is Carson and they said Carlson, which...
No, it's wrong. First of all,
incorrect.
I'm annoyed for you. Jonathan Carlson. And then the person that's on the article with you has been shady to you before. And you both got interviewed for the same thing because you do similar things on the internet. And when your first huge video popped off doing Zillow reviews, what did this creator say to you in your comments?
In the comments. And this is the only reason I'm making it public.
It's okay.
So I created a video. I get things sent to me all the time, like Zillow listings. And this is where I got a ton sent to me. Obviously, it had blown up on Reddit or something. And I just decided to cover it. And then my video started getting traction. And this person on this account commented and said, hey, tag me next time you're going to take my listing or whatever. Wasn't their listing. They just had covered it before, which they did 2 months earlier. It wasn't the newest thing, but it was making its rounds again on Reddit. And I commented back and I was just like, oh, I had never heard of this account before. And I was like, oh, I'll have to check it out. Cause I was like, oh, that's funny. Let me go see what this person said about it. And their reply to that, I was going to leave it at that. The reply to that was, my video had 5 million views. Try again, sweetie, with a winky face,
First of all, you're too sweet and I am not. First of all, this girl, her stuff is like very matter of fact. She lets the Zillow like listing speak for itself. And it's funny and it's honorable and she's got a huge following because of it. But the way that you do it is different. Like you do it in a very comical way. You bring your own energy to it. Like, girl, you didn't make the house. You found it on a public website. Like, you don't own the listing. You can't just have one, you copy. I hate that whole idea of like copying people on the internet. Like, unless it's a verbatim, like word for word joke, we're allowed to explore the same subjects in our own way.
And let's not act like it's completely original here. I'm making commentary on photos, and I'm not a real estate agent. I'm not trying to be. This person's side of things is kind of more along the lines of like real estate and properties and taxes and room counts. Mine is just like, wow, there's a bathtub in the bedroom, and I just talk about that shit. And people like it. People like my commentary on it, and I enjoy doing it. But then this person, who I think still follows me, went into my comments, and anytime they covered one of the houses that I covered, would comment on other people's comments and link their own video, which you can't really.
I told you to block her.
I didn't.
I feel like you should. I feel like get out of here, girl. Listen, like I do a lot of wig sketches, right? And I like pretend to be like women in movies. And there's this kid on TikTok right now who's killing it, and he's making such funny ones. And I keep getting commented, like tagged in his videos, being like, "This is giving Zachariah energy. Zachariah, someone's on your bit." And it's like, no, babe, I didn't invent like this bit. It's anyone can make anything, okay? If you do it in your own way, you have a right to be in the conversation. You have a right to be at the table. It doesn't matter who did it first. You're doing it in your own interpretation of it. I'm so sick of this conversation. So guys, long story short, what?
Nothing is original. Everything is a remix. But here's
retweet.
Here's the thing too.
Go.
I don't no bad blood. I'm not blocking this person.
First of all, get mad for a minute. I love it.
And I feel like the people who listen to this podcast wouldn't say anything. But if you find out who this is, don't say anything. It's stupid.
Say something.
I just couldn't believe that the one person, because I outwardly never commented on this, never said anything, didn't block the person, never responded to her, anything.
Block her.
Sorry. But to have this published, and I was like, of course, this whole article is me and this other person who really just like, and
wait, that's tea. I love that. I'm obsessed with like they publish you with your arch enemy and spell your name wrong. That was like
spelled my name wrong, spelled their name correct with their handle, and I was like,
oh,
she's probably loving that.
Oh, so she bought some rights, bought some stakes in the magazine apparently. Oh, this is her magazine.
DM. She's like, hey, let's fuck it up.
She's like, why do you think it was delayed 2 months? Because of her antics. Oh my God. This is something that we need to explore.
I didn't know Gossip Talk was coming early today.
Listen, it was really sweet for you to mention the magazine. At the end of the day, your work is so incredible and so funny. And I laugh out loud at all of your videos. And yes, her videos are great. I don't like the way that she speaks to you. I love you. Congrats on the magazine, regardless. Did you show me? You didn't show it to me though.
No, I didn't, because I'm embarrassed.
No, don't be, babe. It's okay.
It's gonna come in the mail.
Yeah, and then we'll cut it out.
And hang out in the refrigerator.
We'll hang out in the fridgie.
And we'll use our Sharpie.
We're gonna put it in the camp counselor refrigerator, guys. And campers, get out of the camp lounge, okay? That's for counselors only. I have granola and adult beverages in there, and stop trying to steal my whiskey. Attention campers, please meet at the old flagpole under the tall pine for morning announcements. Morning announcement. Attention campers. Thanks to the 8 gracious signatures, we will be serving iced coffee in the mess hall. Woo! With almond milk. But unfortunately, the ice maker in the mess hall did not pass health code inspection.
Could you believe that?
I can believe it. So unfortunately, we will be serving the hot coffee served at room temperature, but do not fret. We did order multicolored paper straws for everybody. So
yay.
I count this one as a win for Camp Shady Birch.
Yeah, and when the paper straws melt, it's just straight calcium. It's great for your bones.
Listen, we care about the environment here. Anyways, we do have some fun and uplifting news to share with you. Counselor John.
Yeah.
Counselor John.
Yeah.
Would you like to start it off for us, baby?
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, it's me, Camp Counselor Carlson.
Carlson! Get out of here.
I'm coming with the morning announcement. This article comes from Craig T. Lee from BET.com. Nicki Minaj course being offered at UC Berkeley.
Okay.
The University of California, Berkeley will offer a course on Nicki Minaj for its upcoming spring semester. The course is called Nicki Minaj, the Black Barbie Femc and Hip Hop Feminist, and will prompt students to digest and consider Nicki's impact on the hip hop industry and how it connects to the broader historical social constructs of hip hop feminism. So there was a Twitter user who tweeted about it, and Nicki responded.
What did Miss Nicki say?
She said, "I'd love to stop by." I had to get that quote right.
I would hope so. She should stop by her own course.
Can you imagine if you were just in class and she was just like, Bobs?
Listen, Nicki Minaj once said this, and I'll never forget it. I will forgive, I won't forget, but I'm a dead the issue. Okay? I will forgive you. I won't forget what you said to me, but I will dead it, and I'll squash it for now. And I really like resonate with that. Like when people wrong me, I'll forgive you. I'm never gonna forget what you did, but I'm not gonna draw it out. And I just like love that. I'm a forgive, I won't forget, but I'm a dead the issue. I don't know. It stuck with me. It really resonates. I'm not even joking. I swear to God. Anyways, I'm really congrats.
UC Berkeley?
No, I was gonna say
Nikki.
I was gonna say congrats, Onika Tanya Mirage.
Yeah, Onika Tanya Mirage.
We love you, Nikki, and congrats, UCLA Berkeley.
Love you.
Would you take that course?
I of course would take that course. Of course.
If you could take a course on any musical performer on their impact in the world, who would it be and why? Go.
I would say Casey Musgraves.
Oh.
I love Casey Musgraves. We love you, girl.
Proud of you.
I just think she's inspirational. She's a fashion icon. She's gorgeous. She recorded her last album in a bed.
Oh, I love that.
Did you know that?
Didn't it, I was thinking Winona Ryder, but that's not who I meant. Oh my God, what's her name? That famous couple. He died. He was in the Beatles.
Yoko Ono.
Didn't she record in a bed?
Oh, probably.
Oh, I don't know. I think I made that up.
Recorded in a tin can.
Okay, well, that's who you'd pick for your course. What would you call
Yoko Ono. No, what?
I'm saying that's who you'd pick for your course, Casey Musgraves.
Casey, yeah.
Yeah, what would you call it?
Casey and the Muskrats.
I would call it Casey Spacey Odyssey.
I love that. Spacey Casey. I think that's her Twitter handle.
Oh, a Spacey Odyssey.
A Casey Odyssey.
A Casey Odyssey. I love that. Maybe we'll call Nashville University and see if they want to do it or something.
What musical artist would you take a course on?
I would take a course on Lana Del Rey, and I just would take about her impacts, her struggles, her wrong choices, her right choices, and her trends that she set in the music industry. She is a powerhouse, and I love that girl.
Lizzie Grant.
Love you, Liz. Moving on, I'm going to read my article. Are you ready for this, guys? It's a good one. Buckle in, babies. Pennsylvania park officials release curious statement about Bigfoot warnings. I found this one on Huffington Post by Ed Mazza. Park officials in Pennsylvania say they don't know who's posting sign warnings of Bigfoot activity in the area, but it's not them. They also threw cold water on the notion that Sasquatch might be making a home in the Keystone State, or anywhere else for that matter. Bigfoot is not real, Wesley Robinson, press secretary for the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Nature Resources, told Penn Live. The sign states that there have been encounters in the area and call on visitors to observe elevated park etiquette, be cautious of your surroundings, and to keep the location of any small children's/pet with a tighter scope of awareness. They also warn, do not approach the creature. Robinson added that the signs, which have been turning up for months in many parks, are removed whenever spotted. Visitors have been posting images of the signs on social media, including one that drew a response from the Conservation Department, which runs the state's parks. So someone posted a picture on Twitter of this like fake sign that looks very legit, and you'll post a picture on the video that like warns people of Bigfoot. And then the Parks Department official Twitter responded. They were like, nope, rangers are aware and are removing them and investigating the situation. These were not posted by the DCNR and is an unauthorized use of our logo. So basically, they have all these like fake signs that look so real all over Pennsylvania and the parks. And the Parks Department is pissed. They're like, girl, stop jinxing us, stop putting us on like a hunt for you. I wonder who it is. Like, how funny. I'm obsessed.
What a silly, innocent prank.
That's what I think. I think someone is just like, hey, like, what is a low stakes? Like, I'm not going to get in trouble. I'm just feeling like we would do that. Like,
I love it.
Actually, speaking of this, This reminds me of the great, great situation of 2002 at Camp Shady Birch.
I remember it.
Someone was putting whoopee cushions underneath all of the senior advisory board members' chairs, and they'd sit down and everyone say, who's doing that? And we never found out who it was. It was a big mystery. It was a camp prank, and this seems like the ultimate camp prank.
I think it was Whoopi Goldberg.
It was Whoopi Goldberg who actually went to Camp Shady Birch from the years 1971 to 1971. She only stayed for 2 days because she said, hell no. But you know what? We still have a picture of her in the mess hall as an honorary campy.
We're going to post her right here.
Whoopi, come home. Come home. We miss you, whoops.
Shady Birch is always here for you, baby.
And that's why we're serving whoopie pies on Sunday in honor
of 1971 to 1971.
Okay, so yeah, that was my news of the week. There might be Bigfoot in Pennsylvania. The Parks Department is pissed. I would like to believe that there is.
Do you believe that there is a Bigfoot?
I believe in just about anything if you tell me twice.
Yeah, I think there's just too many unexplored parts of this world for there not to be.
Okay, so first of all, I have been in the woods. Have you?
A couple times.
A couple times, right? There's a couple moments when I go into a wooded area and I'm like, oh, damn, we're in it. Like, this is getting heavy. And there's no way that there's someone always in every part of the woods. I believe that there is an opportunity for a large wooded beast,
and
such as
his family.
Sasquatch, barefoot, Bigfoot, barefoot. There is a way for that beast to have lived on for so many years in isolation. There is photographic proof. We've studied the dung. We've seen the footprints. Listen, I'm not opposed to the idea. I'm not going to sit here and say anti-Bigfoot. I'm in the middle. I ride independent.
And campers, this is why we're going to ask you tonight to not leave snacks out, because Bigfoot is attracted to Little Debbie cakes. So keep your whoopie pies to yourself. We'd appreciate that so much. They just don't want to be disturbed, don't you think?
They don't, unless there's a cosmic brownie, campers. Put those back under your pillows. They love those things. I swear to God. No, yeah, they don't want to be disturbed. I think, There's a lot of part of this country that we don't know, that's on the news, that we're not paying attention to. So you think that we don't know about Bigfoot? Yeah, it's probably true. So, yeah.
Ocean creatures, Loch Ness Monster. First off, the Titanic never sank. Let's talk about that.
We're not talking about that.
The Loch Ness Monster, the ocean is so big. Mariana Trench. There's so many unexplored parts. The underwater aliens of this planet. And we're trying to go to other planets. Let's figure out what's going on here first. Bigfoot's real. He doesn't want to be bothered. If you see him, don't take his picture without asking.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Please.
Is there one or two?
Of who?
The Bigfoots.
I think there's a community.
Oh, in Appalachia?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think, isn't Washington a big fan?
Oh, you're so right. It is all the Pacific Northwest. I'm stupid.
Yeah, but here in PA, we're missing out. We've got great woods.
Can I say this real quick? I don't want to interrupt you. There has been 124 credible sightings in Pennsylvania that's been cited by the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization. There's been a lot of sightings in Pennsylvania. You know what, guys? We're not going to figure it out today. I'm no scientist. I'm no researcher, but I am a dreamer. And dreamers dream a lot. And I dream of Jeannie, and I dream of Bigfoot.
And I'm Jonathan Carlson.
Get out of the water and onto the dock. You're not going to believe what I just heard.
Welcome to Gossip Doc. If you are new to the show, hi, welcome. This is the part of the show where listeners submit something a little gossipy, something a little fun. Since I was little, I always wanted a dog. Every birthday and Christmas, I asked for a dog and would never get one. When I was a junior in high school and was dating my first ever boyfriend, he went ahead and told me he was going to get me a puppy for Christmas. So cute.
Oh, a puppy for Christmas.
Only problem was, my mom refused to allow a dog in the house, so he did it behind my mom's back.
Boo.
Oh, as a junior in high school.
Yeah, you don't need a dog as a junior in high school. Keep going.
My boyfriend was supposed to come over on Christmas Eve for a family lunch, and it was my job to figure out a way to allow my mom to keep it.
Okay.
The abridged version of this part is, so the listener was at her boyfriend's house. They already had the puppy. Then they both walk into her house with the puppy, and lie that they found it in a trash can.
So the boyfriend got the girl a dog.
Yes.
They knew that the girlfriend's mom wasn't going to let them have the dog.
Yes.
So they were like, we're going to lie and say that we found this dog in a trash can on this mysterious walk they just took.
Yes.
Guys, that's what's happening right now. This is already so devious as a junior. Like, oh, okay, keep going.
Okay. So I clearly had to sell it, so I gave the performance all I could, and it worked. She felt sympathy for the poor abandoned puppy that was left in the trash the day before Christmas. Who wouldn't? I mean, how could she not say yes? Well, I thought the whole ordeal was over. 2 days later, the puppy had worms. So we take her to the county vet where they asked us the backstory. My mom told them how her sweet 17-year-old daughter rescued this puppy from a trash can during a cold, dark night on Christmas Eve, which again was not true.
Not true, and it sounds sad.
So then the vet asked if they were going to keep it, and her mom said no.
Okay.
So this county vet hospital took in lost and found animals and worked hand in hand with an adoption center, so it was easy for them to deal with it. Then our listener gets a call from the local newspaper.
No.
They caught wind of a local girl who rescued a puppy on Christmas Eve, and they wanted to run the story. Quote, "It's a Christmas miracle. Pup gets new lease on life."
Like, guys, like full on newspaper article about this fake story.
And they spelled her name right.
They spelled her name right. We got attracted.
The article gets published. I get a call from a semi-popular TV news station saying that they wanted to also run the story. So they come to interview me, even filmed me by the supposed trash can I found the puppy in. She's in too deep.
She's in too deep.
She picked a trash can. She said, it was that one that I... And the worst part, she's not even keeping the puppy.
I know. So where did the puppy go? Keep going. Okay. Keep going.
My town is pretty small, so a lot of people saw it. I even got a call from our mayor to congratulate me for being a good Samaritan. All in all, the good publicity helps the puppy get a bunch of adoption offers. There were so many people who signed up to foster and adopt her. She became a hot commodity.
Wow.
Small town celebrity. She went on to live her best life. And to this day, my mom and hundreds of family and friends she told the story still believe I found the puppy in a trash can. She never told anyone but her boyfriend till this very moment. Gossip doc, y'all better keep your mouths shut.
Do not tell anyone about this. But listen, so the boyfriend bought her a dog that she never even got to keep.
Yes. Oh, and then she was too deep in the lie. She was 17. She was so scared. And there's a picture. She sent me a picture I lost it. And I asked her if I could post it. And if I can post it, we have these full episodes on YouTube. So I'm going to put it right here. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but wow,
guys. She's like behind a bleacher, like leaning. She's like standing beside a trash can, like in a newspaper article, like "Girl helps dog get new lease on life." It is insane that she got that deep into a lie, and it's like a harmless lie, I guess. Like no one really got hurt in the process, other than like her anxiety of having to keep this charade up. Guys, it was not that long ago. That dog is still alive. That dog
listening to this episode, like,
oh my God, that dog is eating kibble, drinking a glass of champagne. Like, oh my God, I
had such a rough upbringing. No babes.
No,
you was adopted from a breeder.
Oh my, yeah, from a breeder who had worms. Ugh.
A lot of puppies have worms,
I guess. But anyways, thank you so much for being vulnerable today.
I know. Oh my God, this was breaking news. I have a really short full circle story. So I met Nicki Minaj. I ended up on the front page of the newspaper, and it was the first day of our spring semester, my first year of college. And I lied to my parents and I told them that I was going to class, and there I was, not in class at all. I waited 10 hours to meet Onika.
Did they see the mag?
100%.
Yeah. Oh my God. So you also got caught in a lie in a newspaper.
Yes,
with
but
Nicki
it wasn't
Minaj.
as good as this. I mean, I did mean Nicki Minaj was very great, but this is phenomenal. This set the bar for Gossip Dog.
Yeah, guys, this set the bar for Gossip Dog. If you can't get on your local news with a little lie you told, no, I'm kidding. Please send them in. But this one,
everybody start lying. Get on the local news. Spread the news. Bigfoot is real. He's coming to get you. He's in Pennsylvania right now. He's coming for you. What's next was Indiana, Idaho.
Nicki Minaj is Bigfoot. Nicki Minaj is Bigfoot. Ah!
grab your bug juice and bear spray, campers. It's time to pack it up and take a hike.
Next on the Camp Counselors podcast is a segment we like to call Take a Hike. It's what's for grinding our gears.
It's what we want to tell to take a hike.
Yeah, it's about things that are just making us a little upset, a little annoyed. And I'm going to start us off with what has been grinding my gears. What's been needing to take a hike for me is boring Halloween costumes. Boo.
Ooh.
And what I mean by that is this generic thing, okay? And there's a simple solution. I'm aware that not everybody is going to go as an obscure Nickelodeon 90s cartoon character. Not everyone is going to go as a weird celebrity meme from 3 weeks before Halloween. I get that. You don't have to be the most creative person, but don't go as a black cat, okay? Go as Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Don't be a mouse. Be Ratatouille or Remy from Ratatouille. And just don't be like an orange cat. Be Garfield. Like, just find out who your basic ass Halloween character semi-represents and just lie and say you are that person. Because no one ever wants to go to a party and say, I'm a raccoon. Like, I don't know, be the raccoon from Pocahontas. Like, just spice it up. I can't deal with the lack of creativity on arguably the most creative holiday there is. And that's why I want to take a hike. I'm sorry.
I love that, and I love that advice. That's great advice.
Yeah, because I'm solving it for people. It's like, just lie to me. I want to be lied to. Like that girl in the newspaper. Lie to me. I like it. Okay?
What creative Halloween costume have you done before?
You know, I've done 1,000 creative Halloween
costumes. Was there a
costumes.
Halloween costume that you lied about that was a basic cat Halloween costume and you said was Salem, but it really wasn't?
Yeah, I think like even last year, honestly. So like last year, me and my best friend dressed up as like bakers. And she was Patty Cake and I was Baker's man. Like, that was genius. People thought it was like a literal baker. And no, she was Patty Cake and I was Baker's man. Like, that's funny. Like, it's a little bit of a pun. It's a little nursery rhyme. Like, that's good. You know what I mean? Like, just elevate it. Like, put your brain together and rub it. I don't know. Like, it just get creative with it. I don't know.
Put your Patty into it.
Yeah, put your patty on the grill and make it medium well. I can't help this.
Patty cake, fuck patty fake.
What is grinding your gears this week? What needs to take a hike for you?
I'm gonna ask you the time. And if you tell me 8:15, I'm gonna get pissed.
Yeah, you hate that.
Just say 9:25, babes.
I think it's a generational thing.
I think it's the same amount of syllables.
Yeah, but I think it's the classic carriage and buggy. It's, you know what I mean? Tomato.
It's annoying. And also let's get rid of analog clocks. Who needs them?
Analog is the one with the lines, right? I love them. I think they're timeless.
So I think they're cute. They look cute in a room, but I struggle to tell time on them. I do. And you want to know why?
Why?
I school hopped a little, so I never learned. And you know what? This is on me. I'm not blaming the school system nor my parents. This is on me. But like every time I went to like a new school, they had done it the year before, whereas the one I was just at was going to do it the following year. So I missed state capitals. Couldn't tell you a single one.
Really?
Puxatawny.
That's no capital. Let's try one right now. Iowa.
Girl, I just told you.
I think it's Des Moines.
Des Moines?
Let's try one more. California.
Sacramento.
Texas.
Dallas.
Yes. Ohio.
Columbus.
Cincinnati.
No.
I think it's Columbus. I don't know either.
I don't know.
Continue.
Never learned those.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably make flashcards. I'm really good at doing that.
That would be a fun activity for us on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to come to Capitals and Analogs, a new class that we're going to be teaching by the lake.
Well, I won't be teaching.
No, Jonathan needs to be in the class. And guys, if you campers could show up for this for moral support so he doesn't look so weird, we will be teaching that as a group to him by the lake on Wednesdays and alternating Thursdays throughout the months of whatever's upcoming.
So that along with analog clocks, but that was like really young. That was kindergarten, I think, right?
The analog clocks, I think if you gave yourself 20 minutes and the willpower to pay attention, you could figure that out.
What's 20 minutes look like on an analog clock? I don't know.
Oh my God. On that note, I'm over it. If anyone out there also can't read an analog clock, please keep that to yourself. It's weird. Sorry.
Do you think the new counselor likes the over.
Either way, I'm giving them my boondoggle keychain. Over.
It's time for the crush of the week, campers. Who is everybody kissing by the docks? Who is everybody holding hands with? Who's everybody giving boondoggle keychains to?
Open mouth kissing.
Open mouth kissing. But guys, we have had a big bout of mono this summer. And if you don't want to die of mononucleosis, don't kiss anybody open mouth. I don't think it's called mononucleosis. It's mono something. Monosyphilitis. It's got a long word. Anyways.
Not syphilitis.
Who am I kissing on this week?
Who
am
are
I
you
crushing
kissing on?
Who wants a little smooch from me? Guys, my crush of the week, it goes to two couples. We're going to make this.
Oh, wow. We're really opening this
What
relationship
is
up.
5? That could be an octuple for 8.
A fucked up. Or no.
No, don't say that again. Fifth tuple? I'm entering a fifth tuple with Ken and Florence Hanna and Frank and Louise Crowley. So when I tell you Ken and Florence Hanna, you may be kind of confused. Who is that? Now, Ken had a steakhouse called Ken Steakhouse, which went on to develop into
Texas Roadhouse.
No, Ken Salad Dressing. Guys, who on this campground has had Ken's honey mustard?
We all have. It's been in the mess hall.
Oh my God. It's the only honey mustard we use on Camp Shady Birch.
Literally the only honey mustard that is worth buying.
Guys, if you've never had Ken's honey mustard, go to your local grocer and grab a bottle. Ken's honey mustard, it's just like, it's creamy. It's what you want out of a honey mustard. I live by it. It actually started in Natick, Massachusetts. So it's really big in New England. But after going on their website, they have like distribution centers truly all across the country as far as Las Vegas. So I'm sure it's pretty like intercontinental at this point.
Yeah, for sure. As far as the eye can see.
So Ken and Florence Hanna had this steakhouse in the 40s or the 50s, and it was like really popular and everyone loved the steaks, but they made their own salad dressings. And after people kept coming back and back and back, people were gagging. They were like, oh my God, I'm here for the greens. I don't even want the steak anymore. Like people were obsessed with it. And then their friend, Ken's friend, Frank and Louise Crowley, in the 60s, they were like, babes, we can simply turn this into a salad dressing dynasty. And the rest is history. Frank and Louise really like grew the whole business for Ken and his wife, Florence. And to this day, I had it today. I literally love their honey mustard. I love all their dressings. It's worth the buy. And that's who I'm crushing on. I'm crushing on all 5 of them.
I love
4 of
that.
them.
That's beautiful. And they are truly the only honey mustard that's worth getting.
Ken's honey mustard. If I could, I would. But that would be weird. Who are you crushing on, Pee?
Who am I crushing on? Oh, it's actually an app this week. I downloaded an app last night and it's called Cats and Soup.
Love
I
that.
have lost many an hour today. I did get some work done today, but I also did lose some hours to the day to this app. It is, I don't even know if you would call it like a farming app. It's just so chill and relaxing. And on it, your best friend Mia, who's probably watching this, is Mia my crush of the week? I think Mia's my crush of the week. She's the one who sent it to you. You showed it to me and you said, I feel like you'd love this. Matter of fact, I did. So my crush of the week is Mia. Mia, I love you.
Oh, you love a cozy video game that has no plot, no storyline, low stakes, and lots of fun. Kind of like this podcast.
Yeah. Oh, not sponsored, but hey, go download it. It is one of those apps where they're like, watch this ad, woo hoo 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 hoo, to like get all of the coins, but you are rewarded handsomely for watching those ads.
Let's be honest.
Handsomely.
Did you pay anything for the game so far?
No. I thought about it and I said, Jonathan, $41.99.
Oh, it's $41.99?
No, you can get up for some of the things. A lot of the other, there's cheap stuff too. And you don't have to pay for it. I'm
You
really
don't, guys.
selling it to you. And you get to name the cats. I have 8 cats right now and I just downloaded it less than 24 hours ago.
Let's list some names. What'd you name them?
You named Radish.
I named Radish. I did.
I have Cheese, Beetlebup. Who else do I have?
You don't remember?
Chuck,
Oh, little Chucky.
Carly.
That sounds like a really fun game. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. It's okay to enjoy things, guys. Not everything has to have a purpose. Some things are on this planet just to make us have a little smile, and that's okay.
I will death scroll on Instagram for hours or TikTok. And for hours, didn't even think about checking social media, which was an issue because I did have a paid ad I had to do today. I wasn't late on it, but I was like, oh, I need to get on social media. But I was in my own little zone with my cats on an island making soup. That's the point of the game. Cats making soup.
What a great crush of the week. I love that. What song's been stuck in your head all week? Welcome to Camp Songs. We're back with the song of the week. Camp Songs. I love to sing. You know I do. Do you think the upstairs neighbor ever hears me sing?
No, we don't hear her or her dog.
That is so true. Guys, if you didn't know, on the edge of the Camp Shady Birch, there's a duplex. And there's a woman upstairs who has a little dog. And she is a very sweet lady, and her dog is a yappy boy. But I never hear him. Never hear him. Anyways, my song of the week goes to Sabrina Carpenter. Ooh, the song Sue Me. Sabrina Carpenter started on the Disney Channel on a show called Girl Meets World. I never saw a single episode. I was too old. I had aged out. It was the remake of Boy Meets World, Topanga. And
a lot of people wanted to Topanga.
And Corey?
Corey Matthews. Yeah. Philadelphia.
Was it based in Philadelphia?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, they had a kid and they got a reboot in the show, and that's what the show is about. So she was a character on there, and now she's kind of aged out of that as well. She's a popular singer. This is an older song. It's called Sue Me, and I'm going to read you a couple lyrics.
Okay.
I'm going to sing it a little bit. That's my shape. I made the shadow, that's my name. Don't wear it out though. Feeling myself can't be illegal. That's not the chorus. Now it goes into the chorus. So sue me for looking so pretty tonight, wearing your favorite colors under the light, for moving on, doing everything right. So sue me, bitch, sue me, because the way I play this song 2 years ago, this was my number 2 most streamed song. I used to play, it's like an anthem where it's like, okay, sue me for being so hot that I make you uncomfortable. Listen, if you break up with somebody, if someone don't love you, or if you're fighting with somebody and they're mad by your presence, sue me for just being that bad bitch. Sabrina Carpenter, you put that in motion for me, and the way I will twirl for you, girl. You want to see me twirl? I'll twirl, daddy, twirl. I love it. You know what video I'm talking about?
I have no idea who
that?
Sabrina Carpenter is.
Sabrina Carpenter?
Yeah.
No, but twirl is that from that like little gay man. What's his name? He's so funny. Burger King.
Daddy, watch me twirl. Daddy.
Leslie Jordan.
I feel so upset at myself and
Me
also
too.
you.
Me too. I've had friends that met him at Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, yeah. They just sent the random picture. I was like, okay, come through, Leslie.
Guys, if you're here next week, don't be surprised if he's my camper crush, because I'm obsessed.
I also love the name Leslie for a boy.
I feel like it's a little historic.
It is.
Let's unpack that for a minute.
Leslians?
Is there a Leslie at the camp? We're looking for a masculine, not a Leslie man. We're looking for a Leslie Jordan.
That was funny.
Thank you. Anyways, Sabrina Carpenter, I'm going to end on a high. I love you, babe. What is your camp song of the week?
My camp song of the week actually comes from a little bit of an older album. The year was 2019, very long ago.
Same as me.
So she actually has a new album, but I didn't want to pick one off of there because the other one deserves some respect. Rina Sawayama had a song called STFU. And if you don't know, that stands for shut the fuck up. And I just love that anthem. It's pretty much just like, hey, have you considered not speaking? Have you considered not saying that insulting thing you're about to say? Have you thought about maybe drafting that tweet and not sending it? A lot of people haven't. You'd be surprised.
I think they would think more about that if they would listen to her album or her songs. I love Rina Sawayama. She is an Asian woman from Great Britain. She has been dominating the charts as of recently. Jonathan showed me her on the first night that we ever met, and I thought she was so cool. And her entire catalog of music is amazing, guys. We will absolutely add STFU and Sumi to our Spotify playlist. But Rina Sawayama, she's incredible. Is it Rina or Rina?
Rina.
I'm sorry, guys. Rina. Lisa Rinna, your contract is up. You are a bully in Hollywood.
And
Rina
everyone
Sawayama,
knows it.
welcome to Hollywood.
For those who don't know, I will also link again all of our camp songs that we have mentioned since day one. We've put onto a playlist on YouTube for you to listen to for free and Spotify.
Can I show you a picture of me listening to the playlist?
Please. Why? You
He
grumpy
came
little
up.
fuck.
Do you guys remember Dennis O'Hare's drag character from American Horror Story Hotel? That's how I feel right now after 2 Michelob Ultras. This episode is sponsored by Michelob Ultra. Feeling silly? Grab a Mickey. Michelob Ultra is the ultimate summer beer drink. Cut me off. This is a fake one. This is when you say we're not sponsored.
Oh, we are not. Sorry, we're not sponsored.
Yeah, I couldn't keep that one going.
I know. I was gonna see if you could.
Yeah, it sounded good for a minute.
It did.
Guys, we're not sponsored yet. Yeah, baby, but don't worry, we're working on it. Anyways, those were our camp songs of the week.
You.
Scary stories around the campfire.
We're back. Everybody gather around the campfire.
Get your marshmallows.
That was the song from the Hunger Games.
Oh.
I was trying to be spooky. Guys, this one is a good one. Jonathan was like, hey, read this one today. And I was like, baby. This one's like funny. Okay, so Scary Stories is the part of the show that we talk about every single week. It's user submitted. It's scary or embarrassing. I'm still waiting for somebody to scare me. Why won't anyone send a scary one?
Some people have sent some scary ones that I've vetted through. I haven't gotten all of them. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with all the DMs, but some of them are not. Some of them are very dark.
Oh, guys, you know the vibes. It's supposed to be silly. I get it. Like, well, yeah, but how do we tell a scary story that isn't dark? That's
know.
very confusing for the audience. For the campers, sorry.
I'll let you read a couple of them and you'll say, oh.
Oh, yeah. No, actually, I had a really scary dream last night. I'll tell you about it off camera after. I'll tell you, guys. Well, now they're going to be pissed. Campers, listen, really briefly. I had this weird dream that I was at my estranged aunt's house and like, she was like guilting me because I hadn't seen her in a long time. And I was in her bathroom and I was taking a shit on the little kid's potty. And someone walked in and caught me. And I was like, there's no other toilet in here. And they're like, there's one right there. And I was like, oh my God, there is another one in here. And then it came out and my friends were waiting for me, but I was like stuck at this aunt's house. This is exactly what happened. And it was like, it wasn't scary in like a fearful way. It was like an anxiety dream. Like I was like, I just can't be here anymore.
I didn't want to tell you this, but when you pooped in your dream, you pooped in real life.
That's why all the sheets were stripped and the mattress was burned by the lake. Guys, if you need a spare mattress, don't be afraid. This episode is sponsored by Casper.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, guys, I'm talking too much.
But
Anyways.
also you last night were laughing in your sleep, like chuckling. And I don't know what this is when
Stop making this up.
When you do this little act, it's unbecoming. Because the other night when we were on family vacation, this scared the shit out of me. You were sitting up and you were yelling, help me. And I knew you were having a night terror.
I remember I had a night terror that night. I can't tell you what the night terror was. I don't remember it. But I remember waking up and being like, that was bad.
You were still asleep when I like sat up and I could see that I was registering that you were asleep. And you were like, help me. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God. Because I thought something was happening in this. And that was when we were in Georgia. In the cemetery, I think something followed us. Something followed us home for sure. Anyway, let's read the scary story.
I hate that you just said that, and I want to forget that was ever said. That really made me stressed out, and now I'm never going to thinking about it.
I think you should dead the issue.
I will forgive. I won't forget, but I'm a dead the issue.
And it'll haunt you.
Back to our scary story. This one was user submitted, and boy, was this a good one.
Listener submitted.
What did I say?
We always say user submitted because that's like a normal thing, but it's like listeners. Like they're not users. They're not using us.
Oh, I don't know why I said that.
We are a drug.
God, your love is my drug. That was the worst way to sing Kesha. Stop. I need to finish this.
Come on, hurry up, Keisha.
Okay. This one was user submitted. Sorry. Okay. Let's go back to 1997.
Stop, it's scary.
Okay. Let's go back to 1997. I was in the 7th grade. It was the spring concert at my middle school, and I was in the show choir. Our theme was a patriotic one, so we were singing God Bless America, You're a Grand Old Flag. You get the idea. Well, during one number, we were marching backwards, and there were risers behind us, and I fell on my back in front of the entire middle school gym full of families from my small town. To make matters worse, we were all in our patriotic costumes, which was a jean miniskirt and long sleeve red t-shirts. It was not pretty. I started to laugh/cry, and tears were streaming down my face for the next song, which was a slow, patriotic song, which makes me look like I was really loving my country. I can so picture this. She backs up. Those risers are a bitch. They've always been a bitch. They're hard and metal. You know when you hurt yourself and like you're in public and it hurts and you're trying to laugh it off, but like it really hurts and you need to walk off. In a denim mini and a red long sleeve and a really slow one comes on and you're looking emotionally triggered by the music.
It's giving Lana Del Rey.
It's giving Lana's villain origin story. And guys, it gets worse. The next choir practice, we go to watch the recording of the concert. It was a tradition. This is awful. After my fall, my choir teacher stopped the video, rewound it, and let everyone watch it another 4 or 5 times to get a good laugh.
That's sick.
Sick. I was mortified and also didn't make the show choir my 8th grade year. They were like, hey, let's run it back 5 times, laugh at her, and say, girl, you're cut.
Wait,
This is awful.
I didn't read that part of
This
it.
is awful. She didn't make the 8th grade show choir.
That's so rude.
So awful. All because she had a misstep.
Hey, come on down to cabin 11.
11 right by the infirmary. Stop by for some
Come
Band-Aids
on.
to heal those wounds, girl.
Oh, no, I was going to say, we're going to have choir practice. I was going to promote her.
Oh, yes.
You're promoted to choir instructor, and we're all going to wear denim skirts from Mud with 2 Ds and red long sleeve shirts.
Oh my God. You know this was from, if it was 1997, you know that denim mini was a Mud one.
It had to be.
MUDD. I hate that lettering. I can think about it right now. It was washed out on the thigh. And the red long sleeve was a clearance special from Old Navy.
And they had the coolest ads in those magazines.
Oh my God. She said, hope this scary story doesn't keep you up in the bunk bed tonight. Signed, Anonymous Camper. So
We
cute.
Love you. And I also love that you sent that email to us.
Oh, it was emails?
campcounselorspod@gmail.com from your work email.
Oh, well, no, honestly, because you said that people probably listen at work, which is so nice.
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't really listen to podcasts when I had my office job. I listened to music a lot. And I feel like I would have enjoyed more to listen to podcasts now understand like the structure of them. So I think it's fun. I hope she was like at work and like we were just like
doing her spreadsheets.
Yeah,
and
like
she's like,
she's-
oh, I've got a one for you.
I think it's like fun to think about how we're in the background of people's lives as they commute or they're like getting ready for work or
Oh my
like,
God, a literal farmer DM'd us and
What?
said, I was harvesting my crops today listening to you. I said, we're at harvest. I hope it was a plentiful harvest. I surely do.
like all jokes aside, why does that give me like full bone chills? I'm welling up. Guys, I'm always welling up.
Well, because you know what? Camp Shady Birch is a state of mind and home is wherever you are.
Wait, put that on some merch, baby. That was good. What the fuck? That was so sweet. I'm in full tears. I love this. Guys.
Yeah,
We
thank
love
you
you,
all
but we
for
literally love
listening.
you.
Also, if you're gonna come to our choir practice and be on the risers, please don't lock your knees. There is a better chance of you losing circulation and passing out. Also, be so aware of your surroundings, as we don't want you to twip.
Oh, don't whip at the pun. Oh, yeah, and you can really trip at Camp Shady Birch. There's a lot of exposed roots.
Yeah, we are LLC. Null and void. We don't have it, so don't sue us. We appreciate all of the 5-star reviews and the comments you're leaving. We can't believe it. We're eternally grateful.
Yeah, thanks, guys. And just send us in some news if you got it. If you don't and you're just listening, we love you so much. That's all we got for this week. We'll see you next week. We promise. We love you. Lights out, campers.